What if I told you that every time you're picking up a pair of scissors or a glue stick, you're actually giving your brain a chance to heal? Whether it's cutting paper for a collage or doing some junk journaling, creativity has a profound effect on our emotional well-being. In this video, I will explain exactly how creativity is such a powerful tool for emotional healing, and we explore how you can harness it to feel more balanced and connected to yourself. Hi again, if you are new here, welcome to our community where we combine creativity with emotional insight. If you are returning, I'm happy to see you again, and thanks for continuing this journey with me. Today we are diving into the science and psychology, why creative activities like collaging and junk journaling can improve your mental health. Understanding the why will deepen your appreciation of these practices, and I hope will inspire you to use them more intentionally. So, what actually happens in the brain when we create? Creative activities engage both hemispheres of the brain. The left hemisphere, responsible for logic, analysis, and structured thinking, works alongside the right hemisphere, which handles intuition, imagination, and emotional processing. This collaboration between the two sides of the brain creates what researchers call the whole brain engagement. It strengthens communication pathways and helps us to process complicated emotions and make sense of the world around us. But it doesn't stop here. Engaging in creative acts like painting, journaling, or collaging has a profound effect on our body's stress response. Studies have shown that creating art can lower levels of cortisol, the hormone your body produces when you are stressed. And at the same time, it increases dopamine, the neurotransmitter associated with pleasure, motivation, and feelings of reward. Essentially, if you are making art, you are actively calming your nervous system while giving your brain a little happiness boost. It's, so to say, self-care with a scientific edge. On an emotional level, creativity can become a powerful outlet. It provides a safe, non-judgmental space to explore and process feelings that may feel otherwise too overwhelming to address. Let's say you are struggling with sadness, anger, or confusion, and words are just not enough, or they might be too much. With creativity, you can channel this emotion into colors, textures, images, or even into the act of assembling materials itself. And here's the best part. There is no right or wrong way to express yourself through art. Each piece you are creating is a unique reflection of your inner world, and with that, a beauty in itself. You might not realize this at first, but the act of creating is a powerful tool of healing and soothing your inner world. So whether it's a messy collage or a detailed junk journal ephemera or just doodling in your notebook, you're not only creating something beautiful, you're also nurturing yourself from the inside out. Are you finding this helpful so far? If you are as fascinated as I am about the connection between crafting and mental health, give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't done it already, hit the subscribe button, press the notification bell so that you are not missing out on any videos that come out. This is just the beginning of our journey together. Now let's bring the concept to life with an exercise I call the emotion color wheel. It's a fun and insightful way to capture and explore your emotions through colors. And here's what you need. We are starting with a blank sheet of copy paper, and then, because we play with colors and emotions today, all your craft and arts materials that are colorful are welcome for this project. Here I have some L pockets where I sorted some of my little pieces and snippets in colors: yellow, orange, blue and green. Then we need something to draw a circle. I'm using here this bowl, a pencil, a ruler, scissors, glue if you want to do some collaging, and I use this pen to write something down. So let's start by making a circle on this piece of paper. I had divided it in half before, but you can also use your ruler to divide your circle in 4 equal pieces. Here I'm having these 4 quarters, and then to start with taking a deep breath and feeling into what am I feeling right now. Start in the upper left corner, and for me the first thing that came up was I feel stressed actually. Stressed with so many things I have to do. And what I associate as a color with stress, for me it's orange. There's no right or wrong. Like for me it feels like an orangey kind of feeling. So I fill the first quarter with the orange color. Then the texture of this paper spoke to me, and like stress is like a physical feeling of so this crunching of the paper is very helpful for me to get in contact with this emotion. It feels like it's all crunching me up, and so I use this crunched paper to glue down, so to express the stress, to be with the stress. And because I really enjoyed this, I took another piece, like it had a little bit of a different feeling, but this punching it together and crunching it, like to really get the stress out, was helpful for me to actually get to the emotion that is underneath it. And what I could feel is some sadness. That this happens quite often in my life, that I feel overwhelmed because I do many things. And so when I notice that, I notice, here we go again. Like it was hard for me to take care of myself, to not overdo it. And so I was sitting a little bit with the sadness around that. And here these little bubbles on this paper, they look a little bit like tears, and brought me in contact with my sadness. In the next quarter, I got in contact with the resource I have. Like, what can I do if I feel like this? And I always enjoy this playfulness when I create with art. Here I drew a little smiley face, and this playfulness has a yellow feeling for me. So I played with the yellow and even looked through my stack of scraps and found these yellow flowers and this little monkey here that felt really playful to me. And so again, by sitting with this feeling of playfulness, allowing it to take up space in my creative expressions, allowed me to calm down, to notice that actually like something dropped off my shoulders, and I felt grateful for this practice of being with my art materials, allowing space for my emotions to unfold. So even with my using this paint, like making soothing brush strokes, like really like soothing it down, allowed me to get in contact with this calmer, grateful place. And I made little dots and this little leaf to calm it down even further, step by step. And then to sit and have a look at the entirety of it. And because I had this little monkey, I thought I would like to have more creatures that express, or no more pictures that express the feeling even further. I had this octopus and he looked annoyed and I have to juggle with all of my 8 arms, everything. And I spoke about the creative process, and the doing of it can be already healing and calming. So here is the final little piece. It started off with the distress, being annoyed and overwhelmed, juggling many things. And then it went down into the sadness of it. It's the loss of my calmness that comes with that, and the grief around that. And the remembering that I have resources, like being playful, using my craft allows me to enter this calmer space inside of me. And with the calmer space comes gratefulness and a sense of wonder and curiosity again back in my life. And then I decided to print out these words, so when I later go through my journal, that I can remember the feelings not only through the pictures but also through the words. You can journal around them, or I printed them out, and because I'm a junk journaler, I love going with my Distress Oxide ink around all my little snippets, and then here arranging them and gluing them down. First I thought I wanted to fold this here in quarters and then use my paper clip and put it down here in this corner, and with that have a double pocket in the corner. Here you can see with my little tag, here's one pocket, and because it's folded, it's another pocket behind it to clip it in. But then I realized, because it's directional on the other side, it's upside down. So if you are having a non-directional circle, you can do this, but I decided then to cut my quarters and to glue them down as pockets. So I have these 4 pockets here. And that's my final outcome. My journey from stressed to sad, to remembering, to be playful, which allowed me to settle down and connect with my gratefulness again. This exercise not only helps us to connect with our emotion, but gives us a visual snapshot on how we are feeling. It's a wonderful tool for self-awareness and may help us to create some balance in our lives. Thank you so much for joining me today, where we have explored the fascinating connection between crafting and emotional healing. In our next video, we will get even more hands-on with a step-by-step guide how to use little creative bites every day for a self-reflective practice. It's perfect for beginners, so you don't want to miss out. If you haven't done, press the subscribe button and the notification bell so you will be informed when it comes out. Until next time, keep creating, keep reflecting, and remember, your emotions are a beautiful part of you. See you soon.